Hey everybody, Steven here, and today I have an unboxing for the Pixoo DIY pixel art frame here. So I actually saw this on Random Frank P's, I think it was the February tech under $50 video, and I really enjoy watching those videos from him. But I saw this one, I was like, man, my setup needs something, specifically right here in the background. I have my lights and all of that, but I just wanted something, and I love just 2D pixel art, so I thought this would be something really cool to add to the background, and it wasn't horribly expensive. After tax, this was 60 bucks. So let's unbox this guy here, and then we will get it all set up, because what we're gonna have to do is actually get it that slide through. How does this work? Set up with the app so that we can actually display everything here. This is it right here. It is 16 by 16, although the frame is actually going to take up part of that. So I don't know the exact measurements outside of that, and I do not have a ruler with me. I will make sure that that shows up in post though. It goes this way. That is pretty cool. Maybe. And then on the back here, you actually have a leg for it. Whoa. So we have the leg for it. Plug in right here. And then we have the little holes here for if you're going to put this up on a nail. And I actually have a nail already in the wall, so that shouldn't be an issue there. This cord isn't super long, it looks like, though. Maybe. Actually, hold on. Maybe off on that. This may be actually pretty decent. We'll see. We'll see how I have to get it set up here. And then we have a booklet here. Button in the center is to change the channel button. And there's a lighting effect. Check battery status. So this does work with batteries. And then the micro USB here. So I actually have to download the app right now, and then we will get going on this. But in terms of what it can do, function list here, pixel creation, right? Where you can kind of just select your own colors and mess around with it. Animation, that is cool. You can create pixel art animations with more frames. That was one of the things that he talked about in the video, was just the app itself has a ton of things people have made and thrown up there, and it's just continuing to grow with that. LED indicator, mixture design with pixel art, text, and many built-in cool effects. You can have a daily planner on here, which would have visual and audio alerts for your daily routines, such as study session, infant feeding schedule. That's really cool. I just had a daughter, although we wouldn't use this for that, but you can create your own reminders with many custom options. Sleep aid. Toggle the upper right hand corner to activate the sleep aid function. It'll automatically power off or stand by when you're asleep. That's pretty cool. Smart alarm. It will wake you up in the morning, so you can set the alarm there. It has a stopwatch, memorial calendar, scoreboard, noise meter. Gauge the ambient noise levels around you. That is really cool. So this is stuff that I don't remember him talking about in the video. This has more things. It does more things than I thought. You can have games on here, dice, magic 8 box, slot machine. You can have notifications for most mainstream social media apps. Don't know if that would work or not. We'll have to see on that. Let's get ahead. I will have the app set up and this ready to go. Alright, so we're all set up here. It didn't take that long, actually. So with this, you have to download the app. Divoom is the name of the company that makes this, which is the name of the app. It didn't have the best rating. I don't know what's up with that. The little that I've played around with it, it's been okay, but we'll see. I'll do an official review of this at some point. But with this, the Bluetooth is actually run through the app. It's not through your general settings, which I found pretty interesting. So with that, based off the permission that you've given to the app, location being one of those things, it's going to update this accordingly. So you actually get to tinker around with the time, the date, the weather. So these are just deals people have created. But once we go into this, so I can do time, So weather is interesting because it's like a visual representation of that. Then we have the temperature here, calendar, so this would be the date, and then this would be whatever image I have uploaded to the gallery here. Now in Discover they have a ton of different things with this that I'll get to here in a second, but stats on this, by the way, because I was like, I thought this was going to be 16 by 16. That's pixels, that's not inches, right? Each of these pixels isn't an inch. What we're looking at with this is it's 200 millimeters by 200 millimeters, so it's almost like 7.9 inches by 7.9 inches with this. And then it's like 532 grams in terms of the weight. It's light, it's like a pound, right? And it also has a built-in battery, so it has a 250 milliamp battery in it, so you could actually charge this up, so it takes 3 hours to charge, and then you could essentially take this, unplug it, and then put it up somewhere if you needed it for a while. I don't know why you would do that or where you would do that, but I'm sure somebody has a situation. I just can't think of any offhand. Maybe I don't want a cord in the background. For me, that may be one of those things. So for me, I wanted this as a piece of kind of art or just something in the background here, because I don't really have anything other than the lights going on. So with this, I get to put this up. So yeah, I could probably pull that cord out so you don't actually see a cord. So that's pretty cool. And this is just kind of cycling through things now. But once you actually get this set up, it did an update, took a couple minutes, and actually shows you itself updating and everything. So once we're actually in the app, we have design. If you hit on design, it's blank. You get to make whatever you want, right? So that was one of the other cool things that I thought about with this, is in that I could put the channel name up on here and have it in the corner. Although with it being as far back as it is, I do wish it was a little bit bigger. This actually has me almost more excited for the next year or so, when they come out with most likely a bigger version of this, right? So if we could almost like double this, that'd be really, really cool. Now they have other ones, so I have looked at some of the other ones. It's just now you're looking at price, right? I've looked at strips, like their LED strips. They don't look quite like this though. But being a huge fan of the pixel art, this thing is pretty cool. So you get to draw on it, right? So we have design, animation, text editor, DJ mixer, voice memo, chat, alarm, sleep time, planner, game, stopwatch, celebration days, countdown meter, noise meter. That one is pretty interesting too. So if I'm here and I'm talking, it's actually telling you the decibels here, right, that we're talking at. So that's pretty cool, especially if you're someplace and you're doing music. That'd be pretty cool in the background. Scoreboard, so if you're playing games and stuff like that, right? Notifications, and then weather. It also does music. I couldn't get it to play my music. It plays like, it has basically it's like a hub for other, almost like iHeartRadio, where it's different radio stations that you can tune into. It was playing the music off my phone, but it wouldn't do the visualization here, so I definitely have more to learn with this, so I can get that set up. And then once you're in the gallery here, you have expert, bulletin, and me. So underneath gallery, you have follow, recommend, annual, new. What do we got? Character, festival, emoji, pattern, create, nature, daily, gadget, icon, business, default, photo, text, planet. What is the planet one gonna be? So I mean, these are business. That seems odd. Oh, that's pretty cool. Somebody did it so it would scroll. That's awesome. Apple, Google. So this is just going to be a bunch of different, I mean, MTV, different Apple ones, Nike, Instagram, Snapchat. I mean, a bunch of different things. Icons, right? Yin Yang, gadget. Oh, Pokeball. Airplanes, cars, daily, so what people have uploaded for the day. And then expert, you actually have, like, they've created it so it's like a social hub. So I'm gonna put this in the background now. So they've turned it into a social hub where you can actually go follow people that are creating really, really cool stuff. And it has a score on it. It tells you the country that they're in. They have a level. They have a listing of followers. There's more to this than I thought there was gonna be. So that is pretty cool. Rainbow Slinky? What? So, like I said, I have more to learn with this stuff, but so far this is a pretty cool item, especially for the price here. So I'm gonna do an official review hopefully in a couple weeks here, where I've learned this a little bit more, but this is gonna be kind of my background item. I tried to hang it up. There is a nail in the wall, but I'm gonna have to get a screw. It has to have a little bit more of a wider base to sit on than that small nail head there. So otherwise it was just kind of tilting, but that is pretty awesome. It may be one of those things where I leave it there actually, because we'll see. I'll have to tinker around with it. I noticed when I did try it on the wall, it almost seemed a little bit too far. So it's something else to consider with that. But this thing is pretty cool. So I'm gonna have a link for this in the description. So if you guys want to actually check it out, you can check that out. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all of my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Like I said, I'll have a review for this hopefully in a couple weeks. I have some other reviews I gotta get taken care of first with that, but so far I'm actually pretty impressed by this, and it's gonna be a fun little gadget to mess around with. I don't know if I'll dive too deep into making my own stuff. That's one of the things I'll have to kind of tinker around with before the review, but I'm gonna have to learn how to do that prior to this. So that's something I'm gonna have to get well versed with before I just start trying to make something, but hopefully I can. If I do, I'm gonna showcase that as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Check back soon for more videos.